MIDI polyphonic expression comes from a need to kind of bring more expression into electronic instruments. One thing that this allows is a per note pitch bend. I remember when I was in high school and doing music lessons, how we would mess around on the keyboards. We'd always mess around with the pitch bend. And you can play a chord, and if you move the pitch bend wheel up, it will go, the whole chord moves up, and you move it down, the whole chord moves down. Okay, so we know that pitch bend already exists. So this is kind of a way to get those microtones if you want to do that. But it applies to every single note that you're playing. What if I wanted to have, what if I wanted to play a chord where only one of those notes, the tuning changes? Well, I couldn't do that with the standard, with the old MIDI. With MIDI polyphonic expression, it's possible to do a pitch bend for every single note. So that gives you quite a lot of options, because you can take individual notes and tune them however you want. In standard tuning, if you play a major chord, for example, that major third is actually a little bit sharp of what you would hear from the harmonic series. So for it to be totally in tune, you might want to make that one note a little bit flat. Well, you could do that with MPE. Where is this going? Well, if you want to think not about individual tweaking of little individual notes, but you're thinking of whole new tonal systems, microtonal scales, microtonal tunings, there's quite a lot of notes and there's quite a lot of data for someone to manually input that. But they're coming out now this year, new software tools that allow you to do this in a very systematic way, where for you as the musician, you would specify your tuning within this software, and it would intercept the MIDI. MIDI would go into it, and it would do some funky MIDI polyphonic expression so that each note would automatically be tuned the way you want it to be. And that data gets sent to literally any synth that supports MPE. Any synth that supports it could then be microtuned. That's kind of where we're going. Some of the tools that I'm seeing that are being developed and that are being released recently as this week, and new stuff coming out in the next few months, and a few months ago, it's happening right now. Where we're moving to is that you could potentially load your tuning up once, and all of your synthesizers would all be in the correct tuning. And it's all because MPE, MIDI polyphonic expression, is becoming more widely supported. And because now that it's widely supported, people are building software tools that allow you to do this really systematic stuff. So that's exciting for me.